get up today. Only because many of my friends make amazing earrings, JC. Speaking of which.
Things.
No, do. Go do that. Go do. Raid and run. Go take care of yourself. Go take care of yourself. Go get a rest if you need to. Yeah. Bye, JC. Oh. Gee. You leaving us? Have a good day. Have a good day. Coming up in August, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited for you to have a birthday. I don't have crochet things. Can I use a fork and a chopstick? Do you have yarn? Because if you try extra hard, you can actually crochet a little bit by hand. If you try really hard, you can crochet by hand. I do it. I've done it before. It makes it smaller though, and it makes it a little bit harder. You can do it. I'm not saying you should. I'm saying that you can. Have a good day, Jay. I appreciate you for the raid. Thank you for bringing your community over here. I bought this fork for nothing. I don't know. I don't have a fork. Should I try crocheting with a fork? Good morning, Kyberg. How are you? Crochet by hand if you use your fingers as a hook. It makes loose fabric. Yeah. You won't want to tighten too much, but yeah, you could totally crochet with your fingers. You could do it. You could do it. But there are many options. And also, you might not have time to run to the craft store now. But if you want to join in later by making yourself a sits mat, get your pattern right there. Get your pattern right there. And then you can turn. And then you can go into this, and then you can pull through.
Isn't electric clothing kind of like a fire hazard?
No, it's a fun hazard.
It is a fun hazard. It is a fun hazard. Golganek, thank you for the 10 months. 10 months. 10 months. This marshmallow's for you. We're gonna pop you right in the campfire. And you're also gonna get a ball. This blue ball's for you. And it goes right in the jar. Thank you for 10 months, Golganek. You sweet bean. You sweet bean. Thank you for joining us for this beautiful Camp Chaos day. We have just under 10 minutes before we start. I have with hand, arm, finger knitting, and crochet is how do you put it down so you can do other things? Well, it's a little easier with crochet. It's a little easier with crochet because when you're crocheting with your hands, you can put a stitch marker in it. Okay. Say you are now gonna go and you're gonna go do something else. You can grab yourself something. It could be a pin, another piece of yarn, something that's gonna stop this from going anywhere. You can put it into that loop, and then that's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna go anywhere. That's gonna be secure. I glued my fingers together again. Schmikes, who gave you the glue? Who let you have the glue? Who let you have the glue? Oh, thank you. I tried to make sure that I did anything I could to make it as easy as possible. Because a lot of people are intimidated by crochet. And it's not scary, I promise. It's not scary, I promise. I promise it's not scary. You can just put in like a clothespin or something. It's a little more difficult with arm knitting because you're going to have several loops on your arm if you're knitting by hand like that. You're on mobile. Yeah, mobile is hard to deal with. But it's good to see you, Pinky. Again, this morning. Did I see you this morning? Or did I see another person with similar... wish I was home doing crochet. I love that for you. I don't think I saw you. Did I see you this morning? I don't know. I'm lost. I'm already lost. I'm already lost. I'm already lost. But make sure you guys get your pattern if you haven't already. Must have been last night. It probably was. This week has been a bit of a blur. Been a bit of a blur. Not mustard. I would have just kept it. I would have just kept it as mustard. Vader, hi Vader. Welcome in. Since the 90s, it was tricky at first. Might have also been trying to learn lefty crochet. I'm a lefty. I'm a lefty, which is why I try not to write my patterns directional. Some people would be like, okay, once you get all the way to the right of the pattern, you have to turn around and do this the other direction. I try to make mine as not direction based as possible because I don't, as a person who crochets left-handed, I don't like it when everything is like, now go to the right, now go to the right, go to the right. It's like, I'm going to the left, I have to do it left. Or stop 3 stitches from the right of the piece. It's like, but I'm doing it backwards. So lefty crochet work with my brain. Yeah. And sometimes it works that way for people, that they have to do it. They have to do it the opposite way. Everyone has a preference. And that's okay to be different than your handedness. I'm ambidextrous. So I can do it both ways, but I prefer to do it left-handed. Cap. Hi, Cap. Welcome to camp. Welcome to camp. Welcome to camp, everyone. It's all up to preference, and you do it how your body is good with doing it. I've done crochet with one hand before, because I had someone in chat who's just like, how could you crochet? I have only use of one of my hands. How would you do that? Camp check-in! Yes, get your camp check-in in. Get your camp check-in in. So I'm all for teaching people to do it in a way that makes sense for them and their body. Crochets while running. I do crochet while running. When I run, I crochet sometimes. I do. So when I say that I'm always working, I truly am always working. Even when I'm exercising, I'm working. Avery, welcome in. I do. I crochet while running. I've always got work to do. You see, this is how it is when when you make stuff full time. Full-time artists out there probably understand that you probably are working even when you're not supposed to be working, even when you're doing things that you might not necessarily usually. Oh, GG! You found the goblin.
Hello there.
Congratulations.
Hello
Congratulations. Everyone! It's just about time. Everybody, welcome to camp! Baloney, welcome in. Welcome in.
Hello there.
Lurk and have a good lurk.
Hello there.
I was mentioned in that comment, and I did not like it. What comment? The working all the time because you're an artist? Yeah, 100%. Did you find the goblin? There is a hidden goblin. Cap is here? Yes, Cap is here. How not to be working on something. Yes, welcome in, campers. Welcome to Camp Chaos. Welcome to Camp Chaos. I'm happy to meet y'all. Welcome. Welcome in, friends. I can do it both ways. Thank you for the quote. Welcome in, campers. Welcome to Camp Chaos. I will be your counselor for this morning. Welcome to camp. Thank you for finding the goblin. My first second to download the pattern. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you for grabbing the pattern. Welcome to camp, everyone. My name is Kels. I am a fiber artist. I'm also an artist, which someone is always gonna be like, fiber artist art, and I'm like, yes, but I distinguish the two because not everyone who does fiber art does art. Not everyone that does art does fiber arts. Okay. And we will be learning today how the basics of crochet and color work, because I may or may not be known a little bit for my color work. I should have had it ready to show you. I may or may not be known for my color work in these parts. Because maybe I made an 8-foot by 8-foot blanket that's done solely in color work. Maybe just a little bit. 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 This was my sub celebration for my first year of streaming. It is called the Thank It. It's the Thank You Hanky, the Thank You Blanky, the Blank You. The Blank You. I may or may not be possibly known a little bit for my color work. A little bit. Thank you for the roll call trumpet, everyone. It's the size of my living room. Sorry, on the phone and different things. Yes, right here. Right here. That is a Sidsman's pattern. You can follow along now, or you can follow along later. I've written it in a way that I hope everyone can follow, even if they're not here, but the VOD will be up for those of you who might want to follow later, might need instruction later. But I've written it fairly simply. Are we ready? Are we ready? Do we all have our hooks? Do we all have our yarn? Are we ready to call and cause some chaos? Are we ready? Are we ready to learn how to crochet, my friends? Yes, but I think how warm it is. Michigan winter comes. True. 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 I am not letting the cat in. I'm not doing it. Welcome in, everybody. There are badges that are specific to our stream in the redeems that I'll send to you if you so. Yes, small fires everywhere. Ready to learn how to crochet. What the current dimensions of the blanket are. What I think will be the finished dimensions right now are about 8 by 8.
So you look excited.
Are you excited? I'm excited. Welcome in, new friend. Thank you for the follow. Resourceful camper, get crafty and on point.
Hello there.
Welcome in here for the chaos. Welcome to camp.
Hello there.
San, welcome to camp. Brand new friend. Yes, thank you for the fires. Thank you for checking in. Winsing, good morning. I can't do it now, but I'll start it when I get home. Yes. Yes, of course. Ignore the commissions. Forget about it. Forget about that. Thank you for finding the goblin. Good morning, campers. Welcome to camp. I am your counselor this morning. My name is Kelly, and we're gonna learn how to crochet today. I once bought a tiny crochet kit. It's probably buried in dust. Well, if you find it and you wanna work along, grab the pattern. You can make it in any colors you want. No, your colors don't have to be the same. You know, the fun thing about crochet is you can just use whatever colors you want. As long as they're distinctly different, when the chart tells you, you will end up with a picture that makes sense. And I'm gonna use different colors too. But the finished product will look something like one of these. If you do the whole thing. I made 3 different charts for 3 different variations on a sits mat. Like this one, which is the easiest one to follow because it has less color changes. This is all one yarn. The color changes itself. And then this one, which is our medium difficulty. Chose to do that one. I like that one though. Raven! Raven! Raven, you stop that right now. Exclamation point enter. If you all want to win a double free pattern. Double free. It's double free. It's double free. It's double free. It's double free. There's 100 of them. So if you haven't gotten your pattern yet, you can get one for double free. For double free. Or this one, which is our most difficult level of sits mat charts. It's free. Yes. Win the free pattern for free. Yes, for sure. Raven is so much Raven is being so chaotic today. Imagine. Imagine. Super free. So free. So free. It's so very free. GG, thank you for finding the goblin. And if you are a member of this community, whether you're new and you're gonna stick around, or you've been here for a long time, there's also a badge for becoming a Vibe-Rider. That's what we call our community. So, the Vibe-Riders. It's a long story. That includes someone calling me a vibe. Me thanking someone. I don't know. It was a whole thing. It was a whole thing. Okay? There's 10 more sits mats. More sits mats available if you want exclamation point enter. Hi Juxta, how are you? You can learn how to crochet. There is yes, thank you for being a vibe rider. Someone told me I was a good vibe provider once. So here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Looks for crochet kit. Exclamation point enter. So many times. Just all the enters. Just enter like 50 times. We're good. We're grand. What are the things you need to crochet? Most important thing. Okay? Most important thing you're gonna need to crochet. You're gonna need a hook. Any hook. Like we said, you can even use your hands. It's gonna be a little more difficult to use your hand, but, you know.
I can feel you lurking over my shoulder.
Enter because exclamation point enter. Yes, exclamation point enter. Hooks can look like this. Look at all those winners. Look at all those winners. Click on the link, guys. Redeem your pattern. I think y'all won. I think everybody won. Including, I think everybody won like 9. 9 of them. 9 of them, yes. 9. Congratulations, winners. Click on the link, get your pattern. So a finger doesn't count. Well, you can do it with your fingers. You know, you can do it with your fingers. It's just going to be very loose. Might not look quite like you wanted to for the color work, but you can do it. If you don't want to do the color work for this, you can also just if you have 2 yarns, you can do the sits mat portion in one color and the border in another color, and that'll work out just fine. That'll work out just fine. Do this part solid, do this part in a different color, you're good. Nobody quote that. I don't even know what I said. You can be a hand hooker. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. You can be a hand hooker. Thank you everyone for getting your patterns. There is also all of the badges for my session that I made in sticker format on the Fourth Wall store, and there's also more sits mats. Thank you. And there's also a Vibe-Rider patch that I'm only going to have up for today. So if you want those, you should get them. Nate, how are you? Welcome in. How much do I love thee? I redeemed them all because they were the housekeeping.
Isn't electric clothing kind of like a fire hazard?
No, it's a fun hazard.
Hello, campers! Yes! Beauty! Going to contribute to the chaos. Hello, you're fantastic. You're fantastic. Beauty, this marshmallow is for you. Thank you for joining in our campfire. You're going to go into our pot of s'mores with the rest of the friends. And I'm also going to grab you a ball. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite color? I will toast you. It's already half melted because of the lights. Congratulations on winning the pattern. Teal or blue. If there's no teal, I can do this bright blue for you. I squeeze it. And you go in the jar. And you go in the jar. Okay, are we done with the chaos? Can we learn a thing? Can we learn a thing? You're gonna need yarn. You're gonna need a hook. No, you're gonna start fires. I see how it is. You're probably gonna want some scissors because you're not gonna want to chew through your yarn with your teeth. Volcano Doc, how are you? How are you? Thank you. They were given to me for my birthday last year by Codex. What color? I think I forgot your ball. So here's your ball. I squeezy it. I might have forgotten it. Whoop. Who do you think? You're totally calm here. Totally calm. Totally calm. I could have chew through your yarn instead. Yeah, get your local cat to come and chew your yarn instead. Thank you for the roll call, Trumpet. Okay. The sheds for a while. I'm definitely not up to mischief. Okay. You might want this, which is a blunt needle that you can use it to... Thank you. Thank you for the roll call. You can use this to sew in your ends, but if you don't want to do that, you can just carry over the yarns inside of the stitches. It works just the same. And then you don't need one. Thank you for the theme song. Yeah, we do have a s'more station for camp. I maybe go hard for Camp Chaos. I'm excited. It's my first time.
I'm streaming thunder, crafting through pain. I sometimes have a blue chaos. White light is blasting in my eye.
Hi, Turnip. Welcome in.
To turn down the key light. I put up a pole. Please don't tie that thing. This fishbowl eggs and stings. If you tie this pole, I'm gonna take you to hell. I'm gonna get ya. Gonna get ya.
Hi, Ladybug.
Cow spells. Yeah, cow spells. You got me streaming cow spells. My viewership's high, cow spells.
Thank you for the campfire version of our theme song. It was written by Snipin', performed on the guitar by Boy Frog of Ume, performed on the kazoo by Rue, and sung by Ume, Codex, China, Craft, Heck and JC, who is also playing percussion, and so many other members of the community, including Raven, who is a Chaos Goblin. Okay? Okay? We're gonna start learning crochet. So the first thing that you need to do when you want to start a crochet pattern is usually going to be to chain on some stitches. These are the stitches you're going to be using to make the shape that you want. So they're going to be as wide as the start of your pattern is. And it could decrease and it could increase. But say you're making a top. You're going to chain on the amount you need for the bottom of that top, right? Yeah, I think everyone hears themselves the most. How do I manage not to forget how many chains you've done? That is the hard part, because the downfall of every single crochetist, crocheteer, if you will, and or knitter and or anyone who does anything crafty is counting. Counting. See you soon. Thank you for stopping in, Pinky. Counting. Everybody has trouble with it. There's always going to be a problem with the counting. Counting is hard. There are ways you can get around that, though. You can have a counter, like a clicker. You can have a clicker. You can click. You can do clickies. Recounting and chain stitches. Yeah. Yep. You might have to count. You might have to recount. It's a whole thing. But the first step that you're going to need to know how to do is how to start your crochet project, because this can't get you very far. Then you'll put stitch markers every 10 or 20 stitches. Yes, and that is a good way to do it. Some stitch markers, safety pins to help you keep track. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do, you're going to want your yarn on one side, you're going to want the end on the other. And you're going to take your yarn in both your hands. And you're going to... Thank you for the fire. You're going to take it, you're going to make a loop. You're going to make a loop. You're going to pinch it between two of your fingers. Okay? And you're going to take your two fingers on your other hand, and you're going to put them through that loop. You're going to go to grab the yarn that's coming from your ball. You're going to pull that through. You should see like a little A. You're going to pull that tight. You're going to have a knot here. And you're going to have a loop here. And you're going to be able to put your hook into that loop and pull it tight. You should be able to pull it tight with the side that's attached to the ball. And not the side that is attached to the loose end. Okay? Everyone did amazing. Yes, yes. There's a few voices bailing out early on the viewerships. Ah, I love that for you guys. Keep an eye on chat. We'll definitely be watching this VOD because I already better than any video I've seen. Oh, thank you. I want to make sure you're good so far. So you'll be able to tighten that up. You don't want it too tight because you're going to be pulling your yarn back through this loop later. So the next step is to chain on. It was thrown together in less than a day's notice. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So you're going to have, when you're crocheting, you're going to have your tail on one side and you're going to have your yarn on the other side when you're starting out. Okay? So I like to hold my tail up next to my hook, the shaft of the hook, the handle, so that I don't accidentally start chaining with this, because we've all done it before. We've all done it before. But to start to chain, you're going to take your yarn into your hand, and you're going to wrap that around your hook, going from the back side towards you, like this. And then you're going to take your hook, and you're going to turn it just slightly, and you're going to pull that yarn through the first loop of that slip knot. And then you've made your first chain. You've made your first chain. That's one of the chains that you're going to do. So if you're making one of these today, if you're making one of these, you're going to want to chain 51. You're going to want to chain 51 times. If you're making this one, you're going to want to chain 32 stitches on. If you want... Ooh, what is that pattern? Right here. Right here. Grab it. Grab it. The color charts are in that. It's a free pattern. Exclusively for Camp Chaos. Happy Camp Day, Dak. Welcome to camp. Welcome to camp. So we have this version of it. and this version, which are both 51 stitches you chain on.